And now to some alarming new findings tied to the nation's drug epidemic. According to researchers at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine and the University of Pennsylvania, there has been a dramatic increase in overdose deaths related to popular prescription drugs used to treat everything from anxiety to insomnia. Dr. Natalie Azar is an NBC News medical editor. Dr. Azar, good morning.
Good morning.
So these are benzodiazepines.
Yes.
This is the class of drugs. What are the names that people will recognize? What are they used to treat?
These drugs, Savannah, the ones that people will know are Valium, Xanax, Klonopin, Ativan, one of the first ones called Librium in the middle of the 20th century. These are drugs that are generally used to treat insomnia, mood disorders. We're going to talk about We're going to talk about some of these specifics.
Okay. So anxiety, insomnia, I hadn't heard these drugs being used for that.
Right. And so here's where this data comes from, actually from 2013 when the study period ended. The three most common indications that these drugs were prescribed for were anxiety, mood disorders, and insomnia. But I will say that they're also used to treat a variety of other things. They can be used as muscle relaxants. They're used to treat alcohol withdrawal and things like that. But based on this study, these were the most common reasons for using these drugs.
Now let's get to the heart of the matter then, which is them being overused, overdosed, and used with other things like alcohol.
Exactly. So basically what the study found, what the study authors found, was that over an 18-year period from 1996 to 2013, the number of adults who filled these prescriptions increased by 67%. But probably more concerning was this statistic, that the number of deaths increased almost fourfold. So the number of prescriptions were increasing roughly 3 times as much, but the number of deaths increased really by 4 times or more than fourfold.
Is it because they're mixing the benzos, as they're called, with the other prescription drugs?
So we don't have, there's no immediate explanation for this, but what the study authors have suggested is that it's not only a combination of using these drugs with other substances such as opioids and alcohol, which, by the way, when used in combination, and we'll talk about this over here, really decreases the margin of safety of these drugs. But it's also the fact that not only did the prescriptions increase, but the quantity almost doubled. So that means that each individual person might actually be using twice as much as they should be, or using it for a longer duration, all of which increases the risk for overdose.
And one of the takeaways when I was reading about this seems to be to providers to maybe not be so liberal in prescribing these if there's something else that might work just as effectively.
Right, exactly. And there the issue is why are we prescribing these drugs as providers? Is there a safety net? Is there a safety mechanism in place? Is it up to the pharmacist to look for a drug interaction? And I think it's honestly, the onus is on all of us together as a community to prevent these unfortunate deaths.
With some really alarming numbers, Dr. Azar. Thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.